And here we fucking go again. I mean, good morning. I know you're all going through a lot right now, and I just want you to know you did this to yourself. Just like yours truly decided it was a good idea to create a heavy Slavic looking man and ravage the beginners servers on Ark Survival Evolve. But instead of things going smoothly in the direction I thought they would, I was instead treated to a beatdown of insane magnitude. I mean, I hardly even made it out of the damn starter zone without getting jumped by nudists. First things first. I got the EXP nodes to max myself to level 44, meanwhile also mugging the locals for their scraps. Next, my plan was to make myself a raft, so I could feel what it was like to cosplay Suraj Sharma in his wonderful lead role of Life of Pi. Knowing full well that in the movie things take a horrible turn, I have chosen to embrace that role wholeheartedly. But I'm planning on spicing my raft up with some explants, since Happy Joji doesn't trust the savages roaming the server. And can I just say I was completely correct, because within the time span of me leaving my raft for literally 1 minute, in the hunt of resources, I already had an angry Amber Heard lookalike threatening to take a shit on my bed, so naturally my instincts kicked in, meaning I ran for my life and hid in the water. My tactic was obvious but necessary. I was going to wait Amber Heard out. She would eventually run out of alcohol, thus leaving to get more, giving me the opportunity to re-steal my raft and get the hell out of her crazy life. The plan worked. She jumped out looking to cut my fingertips, but it was too late. I had escaped. See you in court, you Looney Tunes dress Snow White. After that I was given a few minutes of breathing time, which was appreciated, meaning I could finish the floating square box I call home. While getting some fertilizer from torturing one of Winnie the Pooh's pig-like relatives with stim berries and a tube sock, I sadly ran into my next problem, an aggressive vegan. We started to dance around until I realized I was playing on an American server, meaning that my bolus were being thrown out at the same effective speed as their education system. It was clearly a waste of time, so instead once again I opted to show my courage by tactically retreating. Luckily, due to surviving the vegan encounter, I got to keep my fertilizer, so I stuffed that nutritious produce into the soil of the crop plots and went to bed. I came back from work the next day only to find not only had my raft survived the night, but I positively proved my mom wrong by not killing everything I touch. Checkmate, mother. With my mood flying sky high, I decided it was time to go over to farm some easy metal on Herbivore Island. However, instead, I became witness to a dinosaur murder. Knowing full well that the antagonist was going to want me dead due to me being a witness, I decided to use a reverse Uno card on that scum and murder him first. Little did I know he was riding on a Thyla on a beginner server, which between you and me was something I totally didn't know was a saddle you could learn at this low level. He decided to outsmart my amazing brain by taking 3 steps away from the shore. I was defeated. No way I could harm this Lex look-through villain now, I thought. Wrong. Lex must have suffered from a stroke or something, because part of him decided he was going to jump onto my raft. Sucks to suck, I guess. Turns out Lex was a terrible swimmer and his Thyla was set on aggressive, so as soon as the explants murdered him, I figured I would punish him by murdering his beloved cat. This was something that literally took ages, so while this is going on, let's talk a bit, because I need help from you sympathetic people. Serious question. When someone is telling you a sad story and crying, how long should I wait before I get to take a bite from my burger? Because I know the energy of the conversation is super low and all, but my meal is getting completely ruined by something that I most definitely won't be able to help with. What am I supposed to do? I would appreciate any feedback on this question. Back to our gameplay. Looks like Lex was not in the mood to lose this Thyla, so he went as far as to scout me out riding a suicidal pigeon. He whistled the cat into passive and then into follow. Luckily for me, the hour and a half that was spent shooting the little guy has managed to hurt it quite badly. All I needed was a few more shots, so the race was on. Was the cat going to die a horrible slow death or make a miraculous recovery? Celebrations all around. We committed a hate crime. No cat lives matter. My curiosity got the best of me and I desperately wanted to know what the stats were of the Thyla. Turns out it was imprinted to 100% with over 2,500 health, in a damn beginner server. How's Bob the Builder gonna stop that with his dodo bird collection wildcard? As soon as I hauled my ass back into the raft, I was swarmed by enemy rafts. Turns out Lex was not working alone. My guy summoned the entire League of Doom. So I was out of options. I couldn't fight them. I didn't have anything crafted and my ping was above 250 the entire time. I decided retreat was the best option, but you know what? The Legion of Doom were some serious ass players because they not only decided to stick on me like glue but they also had a plan in mind, which turns out to be quite rare when someone is angry. Their plan was simple, however they could tell I was lagging, so they decided they would catch up to me, ram me stuck on some corner and just hold me still, ending my entertainment once and for all. Joke's on them, I'm much too smart for that. I fucking lied. Sue me. Look at this disaster of a situation. The only thing missing in this is a Catholic priest reading some BDSM, you know, Bible discussion / study meeting stuff. That's what BDSM means, don't you dare tell me otherwise. It felt like if I had put my hand into someone else's sweaty plastic anal cavity, used gloves, and couldn't get out no matter how hard I tried. Planning past this part, however, was not something they thought about, so they started improvising, and I'll tell you what, that shit was spectacular, until it wasn't. The League of Doom brought out another Thyla. Knowing full well that the cat was pumped up on a minimum of 2500 health points and a saddle, I knew that hairy little abomination was going to be the end of my beautiful ex plans. And I fucking was terrified, so I tried talking with them a little bit, thinking hey, maybe I could negotiate myself out of the situation. Apparently, they didn't seem interested in talking at all. It was just radio silence and sexual teasing. Suddenly I noticed that there was someone else inside my enclosed raft. And like an episode of Supernatural, he was just absolutely wailing all his energy into beating my teeth in. I tried to eject from my seat to fight back, but the 250 ping held me stuck until it was too late. This is what Bill Cosby's ex-lovers felt like. That was it. It was fun while it lasted. I spent literally the few hours that I had here being beaten up by every single specimen alive. And the one time that I won a fight, they came back with the Wrath of Khan and ran my shit harder than the Ukrainian army. Man, beginner servers are amazing. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next ones, you lovable lunatics. Have a good one.